This team is 4-4 when they don't have a Neon in play. So that to me is the biggest thing to try and latch onto there, that OPTIC's success has primarily come from Neon. But they just looked incredible on Bind online earlier this year. They've only played it once at this tournament where they crushed Crew. So you could argue it's been a bit untested, but it's just been such a dominant map for them outside of that. Let's see whether ZETA have it in them.
And they're completely leaving ZETA.
It's another fake play up towards B long and then just contacting down short.
A bit of pressure, they start walking their way up into short. All of this space being gained. They hit a plant though, Laz is going to be making that call happen, so they should start to swarm around. Yay. Just holding down that showers area, Victor. Let's go for the swing. He saw the shorty, I'm sure of it. And he knows that's not an area he wants to contest.
Get me out of here. Laz with a shorty on the other side, no thank you. In the meantime, Crashies has found a lurk that's happening, the big flank from 10. When do they pull the trigger here,
so
ZETA Division? When do they go?
Yeah, the trademark gets killed, it's going to be an instant ping, the flash as well. Right round the side, but OPTIC have got the setup necessary in place as well, the protocols for it.
Back at this point, and honestly, it's been the only thing that's really working for ZETA Division.
Yeah.
They need those.
Can't afford to give them up. Sitting at this bonus, yay. He does this a lot. He's
shower crunch?
Yeah, it's going to be the shower crunch to see if they can get any of these weapons out of their hands. They do get the one.
Yeah, that's fairly well done. And Laz is going to take a heal too. Sugar Zero down weak. There's 3 players towards showers here. OPTIC know that. They're trying to go reactively into B, but they're worried about somebody hiding in the
Ain't gonna be able to get anything done. They just spamming them out. The right click into the left click. The old 1-2 finding just one.
Spike planted.
Get with that kill. That's a bulldog now, and it is the 1v2. Suddenly looking a bit more winnable. It's quite low. The wall isolating one of the angles for it, but Victor knows just to spam down.
Well, that's the case right here.
Here.
Got to see the ZETA performance. And it's slow off the rip. Minor footsteps, bit of a jiggle peek from Laz as he's looking for that information. Actually, pre-fired a corner of it. Almost lucky that he only gets away without losing too much more, but as that was all happening, 10 was also just deciding, okay, well, I'll take a little duel. Wins it against Yay.
Yeah, that's impressive. Getting 10 online could be a serious win condition. Look how many smokes are down here. And Sugar Zero.
Big flash. But they got the coverage anyway.
Spike down B.
Gravity well, I think, placed inside of that star as well. They just were walking straight into a trap without even realizing it.
A very nice setup there from ZETA Division, and a good read that OPTIC were going towards B long here. Now the spike is lost. A 2v4, but it doesn't look like a winnable one. I find it hard to count OPTIC out, though. We've seen magic from them today.
Pull snake bite off to the side. FNS taking a bit too much damage to try and win that one out. Flash going so deep.
Eliminated from this tournament. The death of the run. They're not afraid to make plays, though, here still.
Yeah, the flash
so
out.
much on the line.
I mean, the angle of it just did not connect. We all saw it. Yay. Did a tremendous amount of work.
Whoa!
Just a wall. I mean, that's instantly going to get destroyed here. Depp is being pressured heavily now, deciding whether or not he wants to try and use a slow. Oh, the satchels as well. They just lift him up but a moment. Enough for him to just wrecking the movement and kind of aim. Unable to reset in the play. Victor, though, offloading the showstopper off to the back of the side. He finds it. What a dangerous round this is. OPTIC didn't have much walking into it, but they've still managed to find themselves in such a winnable scenario. Not even committing the spike in the process. It's just gonna, just a straightaway rotation into it. And Marv, spot him.
That's a great jiggle, actually, from 10. Marv with the rifle could have just closed the round out right then and there. Instead, OPTIC find themselves in a player advantage situation, but 2 of their players only have classics.
Yeah, that's the critical component, I think. They weren't able to get those weapons at the back of the A site.
At the same time, though, ZETA have no information on where these players are positioned. Could be in a myriad of positions.
And it's all on 10. I mean, the guy is just stomping up long, aware of the play that's being happened, but the flash was mistimed. Actually caught straight onto FNS. Trailblazer spotted, not enough to...
Everything. And putting the hurt on ZETA Division. 10 only has a Bucky. Really early Viper's Pit popped out over towards B as well.
Yeah.
And 10 took an early duel to give them an advantage in round 3. You can't do that with a Bucky.
It's just sitting in that slight angle. The Viper's Pit in play as well. It's a common one that was used a lot. I think it was Natsu really put it on the map. But OPTIC are fully aware of that one. I mean, they've seen that one before.
Absolutely. Yeah. That one
Spam out the common angles.
Haunts their nightmares, that one.
Yeah.
The spike is drifting over towards Hookah here. It looks like they want to use the dog to fake pressure down short and try and get in. A really interesting wall by Depp is going to deny any ability to get into lamps. Never seen that before. And the Seekers are going to give them information in the ZETA division that this OPTIC team is leaning B. Time is now starting to become relevant too. Yep. Only 40 seconds and OPTIC have no map control.
It's not a lot of time at all.
You just walk down short here?
I mean, Shower's control still being held as well by ZETA division. They might be set up to
30 seconds left.
Serious damage. Orbital strike. Straight through to try and clear it. Victor actually whipping his satchels a little bit, maybe intending to land on the top of the truck. All the utility going to be expended there.
But it's a fake. They're heading over towards B. They're egoing the Viper's pit, and they're in. They've killed Laz already.
Running straight through it as a battle just occurring all over the bloody shop. And crashes off into the corner.
It's around like this too. We've heard, how many comm segments have you heard from that? Where he's shouting, "Don't doubt me. I've got this. I'm so smart." You know, those kind of moments. He just, all of the belief that you're inside your opponent IGL's brain. You can read them like a book. And that's what OPTIC did there. They split their forces 50-50 and both won.
That's when OPTIC looked dangerous, man. When FNS is getting a read, the players are popping off mechanically. I mean, FNS is not known for his individuals, obviously, in terms of
I've got your
trains or clutches, but when he has that read, that lock on the opposition, that's when it gets dangerous. Still, OPTIC, a fast approach. Straight through onto the B side, but a spike still dropped off in market. The Seekers pointing towards, you can see ZETA division fully grouped up on this half by looking to try and convert an advantage with just the numbers. FNS gets the read on it. What a shot by Sugar Zero.
Marv is just deep in no man's land right
They
now.
spotted Spike. They have to try and pressure this one now, pincering through with the utility. They're still finding the pickups. They've walled it off. Has to be broken. Marv slowed, just holding the angle, and luckily finds his mark. Depp will fall, showstopper in hand. It is chaos that's breaking out right here. How often do you see fights taking place around this area of bind?
Victor, he ends up getting tagged. And he to take a moment, reset, and assess what your adaptation's going to be in the rest of the half is so crucial. And it's exactly in the middle of this first half for ZETA. They've got to figure something out. Similar kind of push from 10 and Depp over towards Showers. They've been putting a premium on Showers control, even though that's not really where OPTIC have been going. If anything, it's been short pressure that's been working well for OPTIC. And they're running it. Look at running somewhat similar thing again.
Slight jiggle peek. Yay, happy to contact through. I'm assuming still in range of his rendezvous, but no, he's actually not. Doesn't have the lit up vest. Just contacting in, knowing that it's been given free range. Okay, Depp holds that angle down. Luckily, Marv is there, but now, okay. Gravity well to slow any sort of fast tempo play off the back of these picks.
And Sugar Zero hears them retreating, so he doesn't call for the rotate just yet. It's going to be the dog clearing out B long. Should be fairly confident this is going to be an A hit as soon as they hear the utility on the repush.
That's around the side, Sugar Zero. I mean, the minerals in this guy is just spamming with a Vandal through the smokes. The counter spam opportunities are there. Still, a nade as well. Dissuades the plant. They just can't quite find their way onto it.
And look how fast Sugar Zero is to get inside the Viper's pit, looking for the players that are trying to establish control. And this now makes it dangerous for both teams.
That's respected.
OPTIC are starting to push in deep though. Marv needs to cover as the plant goes down.
Definitely needs to be covered. The spam, one straight bullet will do it. The plant does go down, but Marv with the perfect swing. Sugar Zero taken out. Now it's up to 10. Can he shut this one down? He finds it. Just up to FNS. With the Viper's pit up. He could find the angles, the timings, but the smoke integrity, as you can see at the top of the screens, it's falling. What a snake bite. Laz, the awareness off the charts.
Really well done there. ZETA division dealing with the push as it came through. It really come online and showcase that individual ability, the clutch potential that we've seen from him throughout the tournament so far.
Could be what they need. Push them over the edge.
It's not going to require much, but they are under a huge amount of pressure currently, still down on bind.
Yes. Buy is a bit of a weird one for OPTIC. Once again, Ye trying to take contact, spotting the players. The weaponry isn't really there across the board for the rest of the team.
Valve has his Brimstone ult here. He used it in lamps previously when he had it online. I wonder if they clear this position for Laz.
Just holding it. The spray through, it is instantly traded. Now Marv does have his ultimate. Potentially going to be using it to clear through the lamps once more. He's holding it.
Dep's getting into very dangerous territory here.
This could be brutal. Marv thinks twice about it.
Could have tried to go for the punish there. Onto the dog as well.
Maybe not looking to expend the ultimates into this round, but still 40 seconds remaining.
Marv is still thinking about it, holding up his iPad. Maybe just depending on if they get some information.
Where's this going?
Dep is out of
30
danger right
seconds
now.
left.
Smoke's dropped down. There's the orbital strike, a different location. Dep forced to swing into it, and somehow, miraculously, he does find one before eventually being turned into mincemeat.
There's a flank happening right now too. Sugar Zero deep behind, and they're all taking the teleporter right before the flank comes through. Sugar Zero, he can't stop them in short, and he can't stop them at sand either. This plant is going to go down, but they're fast on their heels.
No way! Ted just rips straight his way into Hookah. He finds the one. Marv's luckily there on the top of the tube. Takes him out still, 2v2. The weaponry, not fantastic, but Marv the rifle, he's doing all the work for them. 4 kills, surely. Not gonna ace this one up, and FNS knows he can just play the time. Crow, in such an impossible task. Skips across. Just a quick little tap as well, trying to bait the positioning. FNS with the swing comes through, but Marv, immaculate timing once more.
No effort from Optic. Goes unrewarded.
Just keep it a minute.
And here goes Victor fast into showers. They haven't really shown this look whatsoever.
He's just watching across. 10 thinks he can go for an aggressive play. Sugar Zero, the pressure is on. Have to back away. The wall's in play. Damage being sent across them as well. Sugar Zero forced to try and swing through. It feels like ZETA Division are desperate for any sort of advantage. Maybe they can find something, but the utility to guns, it's too overwhelming.
Certainly seems to be. Laz is just left alone, and Optic, this train just keeps on going. They are looking in commanding control right now of this half. Prime Gaming flawless currently.
And in the past from Optic, I mean, when you see Marv put up numbers like these, typically it's because one of a component isn't working out for them. Maybe Victor's not pulling his way, maybe Ye's not pulling his way, which is rare, but it does happen, you know, every now and then. But this is the entirety of their team playing to an incredibly high standard. They are pushing ZETA Division like they've never been pushed before. Okay. Showstopper in play. Honestly, just the threat of the ult. You hear it being popped, you have to clear out of there and respect it. Side control gain, now Laz. Working his way through, just dodges the timing of it, but Victor, he spots him out. The movement, quick little sidestep, he spots exactly where the player's playing through, but still the swings are there. Sugar Zero, 2 picks for him, quick little reset, not enough to remove Ye from the battlefield.
And FNS found 2 from Hookah as well. The Optic players just pumped the brakes a little bit, set up on angles. They're able to find it. Have they got any idea where 10 is playing from? Yeah, the smoke just completely cuts him off.
Yeah, what the hell do you even do here if you're 10? Got a rifle, but you spent everything coming into this round.
And these brimstone smokes last forever. The molly at his feet as well. What can he possibly do?
What can he do?
Optic have got the read every time.
Nade to the back of it, but the crossfire.
And holding, supporting for each other. They don't need the individual pop-off moments, but they're getting them anyway.
Breathe deep.
ZETA Division again on a really rough bye. And they need some hope in this half. The fans in Tokyo need some hope in this half.
Something to set them straight, I think, here. They're looking for that advantage that you were talking about, Josh, but the money, it's not set up for this round win. Working with scraps, essentially. I mean, the ultimates can be quite good, but it's going to take some misplays, I think, from Optic for them to try and find an edge and advantage.
10 is holding in Hookah with a bookie, and he also has his showstopper online. This could get very dangerous if they challenge him. It's about the only way that Optic could lose this.
Timing's the Boombot slightly with the Viper's Orb. That was coming out on the side of Optic, but now they know there's a player there.
And they just go back to short.
They just leave it.
Every time Optic have the read on where the danger is, and they avoid it.
Let's flash the disruptor. Dog as it tries to get that information. Slow into the pull. 2 critical pieces of utility going to be used. Stun now to Seekers. Optic trying to lead this one in, and it's going to point them directly into the direction that they need. Ye knows he's got homing beacons on the players. Marv
30
taking this
seconds left.
timing, swing through from Pro, but the cross is there. How is he so consistent?
Here comes that Bucky.
There's no way this is actually going to be working out for them. Surely not. They've actually potentially overthought this one. 18 seconds left. Lash desperately wants his rifle. Swings it through to spam. OPTIC are fully aware that he's trying to grab that weapon, but he needs to find that one small shot.
Why not?
You want to play?
Gonna try and do something. Wall off to the one side. Showstopper baited. The rendezvous's there, and with only a judge, he doesn't have the range. Slow could be quite good, but 10 is just being so punished.
He's stuck inside it.
Fully ready for
Slow
it.
the
But
snake
again,
bite.
the adaptation. Crow straight through the wall. The door in play, and now to Resurrect. They are chucking everything at it. Flick of the wrist. Whips it around Sugar Zero. Can he do enough for them? Seems like he might have just set this one up nicely. Crashing's left. The 1v4. ZETA Division desperate to get this round on the board, and they will be rewarded with it.
And it's a bit of a morale boost, sure.
Sue, I think you never want to count out ZETA Division, but the opponents they're up against this time, it feels like they're in a different tier.
It certainly does.
Bomb buddy out.
Hard ask for them, but it's got to start on the pistol round. It's the Boombot leading the charge. Yay, off on this high ground angle, has to commit to teleporting away. The nade as well being played. Depp just sticking this plan. Control of the front of the site is a bit scary. It's a bit skew whiff. Still the swing, FNS. Oh, it's a bit of a whiff. With the frenzy in hand, could have potentially got two, but maybe his teammates can back him up and start clearing up the remainders of these players. Still holding it through. Yay just rips his way through the sky. They found the pistol round off the back of it. A lot of money being spent, but no.
Time to explode.
ZETA Division just opting into see if they can convert this one. I wonder if they've cooked up anything special even with this half-buy in play.
No charges left.
Little snake bite thrown out there, trying to stop anybody from pushing up, and Crashes gets
Jeez.
a little bit of information. Now he's under a lot
This
of pressure.
one, that is a lot of pace being injected into it, but FNS has got him covered. The angle being watched, the trademark as well slowing down any sort of approach.
One enemy remaining.
The ZETA Division players just trying to jump out of.
You can hear that comm at the end as well. There's OPTIC discussing, did they buy? Did they buy? No. ZETA Division have rifles heading into round 15. And OPTIC on the bonus. ZETA have got to win this one. And OPTIC are going to look for one step closer for a rematch with Loud. Their defensive setup here allows Ye to take early contact and actually find duels over in showers and still get out of there, while they have two players dedicated to clearing out short. Once this wall drops, they'll find a timing to get back in.
Contacting up to the slow, the Boombot as well, 10. He's got the rifle, he wins that one up against Victor. Despite the fact that it looked like Victor got that first shot accuracy off, but running the Spectre still. Did they anticipate that? Yay! ADS and up, he's lucky to get the one. The trade is there at the end of the day.
Spike planted.
A little bit unusual. Nice utility usage from Sugar Zero. Puts the stun onto Marv, swings in lamps, clears that one out. And so far, they are methodically clearing OPTIC's bonus round away.
Swing a bit awkward here. FNS is quite weak, opting into the duel, but
Bunch of info. This time,
That works.
Ye's going to try and clear it. With a
Judge in
judge.
hand.
I mean, he's just waiting for this lurk at some point in the middle of the round.
I mean, he's doing it in a reaction to the contact play, I think.
Yeah, I like the idea of it too. You're comboing it with FNS's Viper's Pit over a B long.
Yeah,
So you're trying to drive people, funnel them into Ye.
Yeah. And they have a heads-up awareness, 10. Marv tries to re-clear that as well as soon as Ye gets taken out. They had a crossfire setup, but this time the fundamentals on show for ZETA Division. That's what they need if they want to carry this one forwards. Great start.
Yeah, winning those crucial duels. It's been something that Marv's been excellent at. Finding timings, winning the duels that he should, and also getting some that he shouldn't. ZETA have got to be clean about this kind of stuff.
Bit of counter spam, Victor. Obviously the decay doing its work, making him quite low. Trailblazer in play, Depp walling across. The quick spam though, the response is instantly there, but they're aware of where Victor's placement was, I think. Spamming through with the Vandal.
Spike planted.
It's an easy target, even though there was a smoke in the way. And Crassy's and FNS, they just opt to save. The call is made.
And so far, ZETA are finding good success with these short pushes. They've got the Astra utility to clear lamps. The Sage Wall comes up and, you know, blocks up anybody trying to play from triple or showers. They have a late push showers from Sugar Zero this time. instead of using him to clear lamps out. But ZETA have clearly got a good game plan in terms of how they want to run this execute. Can OPTIC figure out a counter? I mean, they've thrown a couple of different looks at it so far. None of them have really worked. But they've got some time to work with because they did so well in the first half and picked up the pistol.
So I mean, even though ZETA looks summing up around these 2 rifles that they brought forwards, but for now, I think the perspective of ZETA Division just looking to make sure they don't give away any unnecessary advantages.
And they are actually going to set something up with both of these rifles over towards B long here. And that's where ZETA are trying to go. This could get messy.
Trying to grab that. Oh man, the spam is there. Pretty sure they denied it as well. Take him out early, make sure he can't build up towards that tour de force.
You gave him an ult orb with the death, but I don't think you're too worried about that.
Sure. Rather take him out of the fight.
Of course you would. And now for OPTIC, once the game plan has been disturbed a little bit, what more do they have? The flash doesn't find 10. Gives them bad information about what's happening over in sand. This is a much slower approach from ZETA Division. This is more of what I was expecting from this map.
OPTIC are being pulled now towards the A side of things. I believe that's the Viper Wall of Laz that's kind of confusing them just a tad, but now the Boombot to clear through. After in range, he does pop up that smoke. Crash is going to play inside of this one. The rifle in hand, he can really do some damage, and he needs to be cleared. Effectively still playing in hookah. The flash is immense. FNS swings, and all the weaponry at play.
You will not kill my
They thoroughly confuse ZETA Division. We'll see if they can still find their targets. Double swing is good. The fundamentals are there. A quick whip around. Sugar Zero. Almost a 180 from him. He eventually connects the bullet to the head of Crashies. They know where Marved is. Get the information, and now they definitely know he's found that kill. It was the double swing in play, so...
It was OPTIC on a half buy, and now you get to see them implement the strategic change that they discussed in the timeout.
Yeah.
They've got Ye with a tour de force over up here. Cosmic Divide shuts him out utterly.
It's a rapid play. ZETA Division just want to be playing with complete pace as well. Trying to take control of the back of the site, Showstopper, but do they anticipate Ye up top? He whips a shot, but eventually the rescope, he connects it. ZETA Division, though, barreling through. They need to deal with the showers control because they are about to get sandwiched as soon as this Cosmic Divide fades. Right now, do they anticipate that Ye's still up top? Yes.
They do.
They forced the rendezvous, so he has to TP back to safety, but FNS have another timing. The spray control! Not enough to shut down Sugar Zero, but he might have just done enough with that.
Flash through. Laz knows it's a fake.
2v2.
Might find an opportunity here to push from back lamps. And Sugar Zero on the Astra has just been nasty in these situations.
The nerves. Laz repositions all the way back into short. They're gonna kill this. Blaze inside the smoke, just running into it.
The timing just brutal for Sugar Zero there.
They do play around this Viper's Orb and the Snake Bite. They do get half. OPTIC. Bit of room to play for. Laz has to be aware of this now. He sees it. Has to win out the duels. Not enough for him to do it. Can't pull it through. OPTIC. They reach round number 11.
Great read of the situation. And FNS has pulled up a judge into this round, holding inside Hookah. And Victor's just baiting for Ye. A lot of pressure here again in showers from both of these teams on their defense side.
Have to see the discipline here. 10, he goes for these double satchel plays to try and break the angles. Instead just opting him to see if he can clear the corners, but they will be just walking into the grind that is FNS when he's got that judge in hand.
There have been trademarks set up in Hookah before, slowed them down on some of those double blast pack pushes.
Yeah.
So that's why he throws a blast pack around the corner, sees if he can break anything like this. And there is some serious short setup. Hasn't worked before for OPTIC.
I feel like that smoke's gonna fade soon. Oh, realizes it, repositions.
It is all quiet here.
Immensely important round for ZETA Division.
I've got your trail.
One, he's not good, but now the Seekers to lead it through. Trying to play for a bit of showers. Control, Marved. He goes down. Victor's there. The return of a bit of the fire coming through now. The Showstopper in play. 10 does take him out, but it's a trade, just a 1-for-1. Exchanging for it, and Ye finding the timing with the Seekers in play. He's pushing all the way through. Is Deb going to realize this? He doesn't anticipate that the space, the positioning was already taken.
It's a great reposition from Sugar Zero, though, in the middle of the clutch. Utilizes the flash from Crow to get tucked up into an angle at triple. Do FNS and Ye protect this at all? SugarZero just opens himself up, and it's a free kill for FNS.
Gives it for FNS, and now the angle's going to be watched as well. They know when a flash comes through. FNS just sticking it off the side angle. It's half, but he finds it in the end.
ZETA are pulling this comeback off.
Said it prior. Such a critical round, that previous one, with the money being what it is. But again, have to show the respect. ZETA Division cannot be caught unaware because of moments like this. OPTIC will cook something up on the fly. The nade into the swing, marved with the bullet tag. There was no escape for 10.
FNS has used his Viper's Pit over at Showers. They want this round. They smell blood in the water here, OPTIC.
They know that they can commit the ultimates into it, especially with that initial pick. Still, SugarZero just lurking all the way through. And all the players at OPTIC, look at this. Grouped up, rotating.
Does SugarZero hear that through spawn? OPTIC tried to slow things down because they know that they could be close. The spike is moving back towards A.
No.
That's where everyone from OPTIC is.
And I think he's caught the timing for it. A headhunter. 3 shots all it takes. Make it a 4th. That's value for money. 2 players taken out. And you just cannot give OPTIC an inch. On these thrifty rounds, they will turn it around. They will turn it against you.
The read, the shots, everything's been here so far. And Depp and Crow asked to do the impossible once more. Ye is again ready to meet them.
Set up 3 bullets in his hand. Dropping straight through, trying to find the timing as well. They work their way through the wall into the back, and Ye, this guy is a monster. The rest of his team backing him up in a thrifty round. It'll be immense for them. A lot of pressure on their shoulders when they were coming into this tournament. Clearly see their attitudes. They feel like they've got something to prove.
Marv and Victor
Pushing all the way deep here. Are they going to clear this corner? Marv has to try and spam it out here. Is there going to be any counter spamming? Solo, 58 health. He's going to be able to get to safety.
They've lost Lamb's control. Do they realize this already?
Pushed all the way through. Viper's Pit also dropped down. This is a classic ZETA Division attack play. But is it going to be the read for them? The spam through. Victor finds it. They know! OPTIC are so aware. ZETA, this is in their playbook, pushing all the way through. Only 2 players left standing. An OPTIC moments away. But ZETA Division, they answer back, rattle through the shots. FNS swinging through. It's all on Depp. 1 player left alone, and he cannot do it.